Virgo, this isn't just another message, it's a spiritual warning. From now until the 25th, the universe is testing you with 3 soul traps. Each one is designed to shake your focus, block your path, and distract you from your divine future. And here's the truth, if you fall into even one of them, your destined timeline, the one that holds clarity, purpose, abundance, could get delayed for years. But if you avoid them, if you stay awake, aware, and aligned, you unlock something huge, a soul key you've been preparing to receive since childhood, a future that your higher self has seen, but your current self may not believe yet. This week is not random. It's a hidden checkpoint written in your cosmic blueprint. Only Virgo, with your inner wisdom and sacred timing, can pass this test, and no one is coming to remind you again. So, are you ready? Tap like if your soul already feels the moment. Comment below. I choose the higher path. Subscribe right now to protect your Virgo timeline. This is just the beginning. Let's reveal the 3 deadly traps you must avoid and what happens if you do. Virgo. Between June 18th and June 25th, something ancient reawakens. Not everyone will feel it, but you will. Why? Because this portal was written in your chart, in your code, and in your soul contract. This isn't random. This week is what spiritual guides call a timeline test. What does that mean? It's a cosmic checkpoint, a moment in your life where the universe quietly asks, are you truly ready for the next level of your destiny? And here's the truth. Most people miss it because it doesn't show up as fireworks. It shows up as pressure, emotional stirrings, strange dreams, gut feelings, even tension in your body. You might have already felt it. Sleep changes, old memories resurfacing, people from the past contacting you, synchronicities, repeating numbers, a pull in your stomach. That's the sign. The Virgo gate is opening. And the reason it matters so much for you is because Mercury, your ruling planet, is the one unlocking this moment. Mercury isn't just about communication. It's also the ancient messenger of karma. When it activates a gate like this, it digs deep into your soul archives, especially past life energy, and replays a cycle you didn't fully complete. That's why you might feel déjà vu, sudden anxiety, or a strange emotional pressure without any logical reason. You're not imagining it, you're remembering it. And this week is your chance to complete that unfinished cycle, once and for all. Now listen closely. This isn't about doing more, it's about choosing correctly. You're being asked, will you fall into the same traps that blocked you before? Or will you finally rise above the pattern and walk into the future that's already waiting for you? Because make no mistake, your future is ready. The aligned relationship, the purposeful career, the home that feels like peace, the leadership your soul has been preparing for. It's not just potential, it's prepared, but it's locked behind a choice. And to access it, you must avoid the traps. That's what this test is. 3 traps, 3 illusions, 3 chances to prove to the universe that you're not the same version of yourself anymore. Because let's be honest, Virgo, you've been through a lot. The pain, it wasn't random. The people who misunderstood you, that was part of your soul armor. The constant pressure to fix, to help, to solve everything. That was your spiritual training. But now, you're not a student anymore. You're being called to rise. And if you pass this test, even silently, privately, without validation, your timeline shifts. People who never saw you will start noticing. Doors that were shut for years will start creaking open, and the fog in your mind will begin to lift. Why? Because the Virgo gate isn't just spiritual, it's magnetic. When you align with it, your energy becomes a beacon. And here's where it gets even deeper. This portal between June 18th and 25th hasn't opened like this in 33 years. That's right. This is not an annual moment. This is a once-in-a-generation cycle reset. and those who step through it aware, awake, and aligned unlock their next chapter in ways that don't even make sense to logic. So please don't treat this like a normal week. Don't numb yourself, don't distract yourself, don't run from the discomfort, because in that discomfort is the direction. Every time you feel overwhelmed this week, ask yourself, is this emotion trying to trap me or teach me? And more often than not, it's trying to show you what's finally ready to end. Now here's the final key to this part of the message. This window isn't about urgency, it's about opportunity, but it has a limit. After the 25th, the portal doesn't slam shut, but it does fade, like a radio signal getting weaker the longer you wait. So, your job? Stay conscious. Notice the patterns, choose differently, because if you do, your reality starts bending to you. And Virgo, that's what you've always been waiting for. Not more work, not more effort, not more proving yourself. Just one thing: alignment with your soul's truth. And this is the week that proves you're ready. Let's talk about the 3 traps next, so you don't miss your opening. Trap number 1, and for Virgo, it's the most dangerous: overthinking and doubt. This isn't new for you. You know your mind runs fast. You question everything. You analyze every feeling, every conversation, every possibility, again and again and again. It's part of your gift. You see what others miss. You connect dots others don't even know exist. But this week, that gift can turn into your greatest spiritual block. Because during this rare cosmic window, your intuition is whispering truth, but your mind is trying to argue with it. The voice inside you says, "Go this way." But your brain says, "What if it's wrong? What if I mess up? What if I lose control?" And just like that, the opportunity fades. Here's the thing most people won't tell you. Your next level won't come with proof. It won't come with a full plan. It comes as a nudge, a gut pull, a quiet knowing that makes no sense on paper, but feels real. And if you don't move on that, you miss the divine cue. This is what the universe is watching for. Will Virgo trust their soul? Or will they let the mind bury the message? Because the truth is, overthinking is a form of self-sabotage that feels responsible. You think you're being careful, you think you're being smart, you think you're buying time. But really, you're draining energy, creating confusion, and keeping your future waiting. So how do you break the loop? Step 1. Trust the first instinct. This week, when your gut says do it, don't wait for 5 signs, don't ask 3 friends, don't make a list of pros and cons, just move. Your soul is smarter than your fear. Step 2. Take action within 24 hours of any inner knowing. Don't sleep on it. Energy moves fast right now. If you wait too long, the opportunity shifts. Or it passes to someone else who's ready. This doesn't mean you have to do something huge. Even a small step sends the signal that says, "I'm aligned, I'm listening, I'm ready." Step 3. Journal your top 3 desires every morning, without judgment. Write what your soul wants, not what your mind thinks is logical, not what your family expects, not what seems realistic. Write it raw, write it boldly, write it even if it scares you. Because here's what happens when you do. Your mind stops looping and starts following. You train it to serve your soul, not the other way around. Virgo, this is critical. You don't need more research. You don't need more details. You don't need anyone's permission. You need alignment. And alignment begins where overthinking ends. Now take a breath, feel your body, notice how your shoulders drop when you release the mental noise, that space, that silence, that calm. That's where your truth lives. And that truth knows exactly where to go next. But the window is short. This is the week to act, not overanalyze. So, when doubt creeps in, ask yourself this: is this thought leading me forward or holding me back? Because if it's just noise, you already know. It's the trap, and this trap is designed to feel familiar. It feels like your comfort zone, but it's really your stuck zone. If you've been in the same cycle for years, if you've been repeating the same stories in different situations, if you feel like you're always almost there but never quite reaching it, it's this, the loop, the delay, the endless questioning that blocks divine timing. But now, you see it, and seeing it is your power. This week, when you feel that pull to pause, to second guess, to wait for clarity, pause the pause, do the thing, send the message, start the plan, speak the truth, say yes to the calling, even if your mind says, what if? Because what if can wait. Your soul can't. Let this be the week Virgo breaks the loop. Not by thinking more, but by finally trusting what's already true. Trap number 2, the one most Virgos don't even see coming, fixing others before yourself. We call it the healer's curse. You feel it, don't you? That deep inner pull to help, to soothe, to solve. It's not just a habit. It's built into your spiritual DNA. You're wired to restore order where there's chaos, to be the calm during someone else's storm. But here's the hidden truth. When your cup is empty, your healing turns hollow, and when you give too much too often to the wrong people, you block your own divine timeline. You think you're being strong, selfless, noble, but what you're really doing is abandoning yourself. Virgo, between June 18th and June 25th, you are not supposed to be the caretaker, you are the soul in recovery. This week, your energy isn't meant to go out, it's meant to go in, because the new path that's forming, the version of your life you keep praying for, it requires all of you, not the leftovers, not the burnt out pieces, not the scattered fragments after you've fixed everyone else. It needs your whole, rested, recentered self. But here's the trap. Every time you get close to breakthrough, someone needs something. A friend dumps their crisis on you. A family member plays victim. A partner leans too hard. A co-worker crosses your boundary. And like clockwork, you step in because you care, because you're loyal, because helping makes you feel worthy. But ask yourself honestly, who's helping you? Who's checking on your energy? Because right now, the universe is. And it's saying loud and clear, say no, so we can say yes. If you're constantly rescuing others from their lessons, you delay your own graduation. This week, you must say no without guilt. That doesn't make you selfish, that makes you sovereign. Because the truth is, you're no good to anyone when you're running on fumes. Your peace is your power, your clarity is your compass, and right now they are under attack. This doesn't mean you stop loving others. It means you reorder your priorities, say yes to yourself first. Especially when it comes to rest, boundaries, space, silence, creativity, stillness, reflection. These aren't luxuries for you right now. They're sacred rituals. And let's be real, it's not easy. You'll feel the pull to answer that message, to help with that project, to show up for someone else's crisis. But ask yourself, is this draining me or fueling me? If the answer is draining, walk away, because Virgo, when you keep giving from an empty place, you send this signal to the universe. I'm not ready to receive. I don't value my energy. I don't protect my own future. And you are ready. You do value yourself. You do want the breakthrough. Then prove it. Start by choosing yourself. Let someone else handle their storm. Let others feel the discomfort of growth. Let people sit with their own lessons, just like you've had to. You don't owe your energy to everyone who reaches for it. You don't need to explain or apologize for protecting your space. You're not just a helper. You're a soul on a mission. And this mission requires strength, not sacrifice. This week is your test. Will you let guilt steal your glow? Or will you claim the peace that opens your divine future? Remember, your energy isn't limitless. It's sacred. And when you pour it only into others, The universe holds back the next phase of your evolution. But when you pour it into yourself first, your intuition sharpens, your vibration rises, your true path unfolds. And here's the wild part. When you're full, you help from overflow, not obligation. You'll serve better, you'll love better, you'll lead better, because it comes from alignment, not exhaustion. So this week, say yes to silence, yes to walking away, yes to not picking up the phone, yes to choosing you. That's not ego, that's evolution. And Virgo, you've earned it. The future you want can't land in a heart that's drained. It needs light, it needs room, it needs you, fully present, fully awake, fully here. This is the week you stop fixing everyone else and start healing yourself. Trap number 3, the most deceptive of all, waiting for proof before you act. This is where many Virgos lose their moment, because even when your soul knows the answer, your mind demands evidence. You want a sign, you want confirmation, you want logic, data, double checks, backup plans. But spiritual truth doesn't play by those rules, and in this rare energetic window, by the time proof comes, it's already too late. You miss the moment, the portal closes, the energy fades, and you're left wondering, what happened? Virgo, your soul isn't confused, it's not indecisive, it's not stuck. But your mind, it's trying to protect you from growth. It says, what if this isn't right? What if I look foolish? What if I choose wrong? But here's the truth, not choosing is the wrong choice. This week, between June 18th and 25th, you don't need more evidence, you need bold faith. Because this is not about being 100% certain, it's about being spiritually ready. The next version of your life doesn't require clarity first. It requires commitment. And the universe will only meet you at the level of your willingness, not your waiting. Let that sink in. You're not waiting on a sign. The sign is waiting on you. So what do? Step 1. Say yes before you see the full path. You're not meant to know every detail. You're meant to move. Say yes to the dream. Say yes to the inner pull. Say yes to the version of you that already lives in that future. When you say yes, doors open that were never visible before. The universe rewards spiritual courage, not hesitation. Step 2. Start the thing you've been procrastinating right now, not tomorrow. That project, that message, that decision, that conversation. You keep saying, I just need to figure it out, but deep down, you've already figured it out. You're just afraid of what happens once you start. Here's the key. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates clarity. Clarity creates alignment. But none of that happens if you stay still. Step 3. Burn the list. Listen to your soul. Yes, burn the list. The pros and cons. The overthinking journal. The mental checklist that tries to calculate the divine. You can't measure intuition on a spreadsheet. You can't logic your way into alignment. This is about feeling your way forward. Ask yourself, if I wasn't afraid, what would I choose? If I trusted the universe had my back, what would I say yes to right now? Because that's your answer. And Virgo, no more delays. Every time you hesitate, you send a message to the universe. I'm not ready yet. But when you leap, even if you're shaking, you send the signal that changes everything. I believe, I trust, I choose. And that signal rewrites your timeline. This week, something powerful is trying to align with you, but it won't wait forever. And it won't prove itself to you first. Because you're not here to be convinced. You're here to remember. Your soul already knows the truth. You've known it for months, maybe years. You didn't need a sign. This video is the sign. You didn't need proof. Your body already feels it. You didn't need another reason. Your higher self is ready now. So let this be your moment. Say yes without seeing the whole staircase. Say yes without a guarantee. Say yes without proof. Because the future you want, it's not waiting for proof. It's waiting for you. Let go of logic. Let go of delay. Let go of needing every detail lined up. Say yes, step forward, and walk through the door before it disappears. Virgo, this is your soul's test of faith. Pass it, and the life you've only dreamed of becomes real. Virgo, you've made it this far. You've seen the traps. You know what's been holding you back. Now, here's what happens if you choose differently. If you avoid the 3 traps, overthinking, overgiving, and waiting for proof, your entire energy field shifts. And what begins to unlock is not just personal, it's cosmic. This week becomes your pivot point, the week your soul steps out of old patterns and into new power. Here's what's waiting for you on the other side of this test. Checkmark clarity of purpose. That heavy fog that's been following you, it lifts. You'll wake up knowing what you're meant to focus on. Your mind stops spinning. Your heart feels settled. You no longer chase meaning. You live it. Suddenly, the questions disappear, and the answer is you. Aligned career opportunities. This is big. If you've been stuck in the wrong job, repeating burnout cycles, or struggling to find your place, things shift fast. Why? Because the moment your vibration rises, the people, projects, and pathways that match your true essence begin showing up. It won't be forced. It won't feel like a hustle. It'll feel like divine timing, a message, a contact, a door that opens out of nowhere and leads directly to what you've been asking for. And you'll know it's right, because this time you don't shrink. You step in. Divine partner or soul tribe connection. This one's sacred. When you stop pouring into everyone and everything, your true people finally find you. That one connection you've prayed for, who sees your depth, honors your heart, and matches your vibration, begins to appear. Not through chasing, not through struggle, through resonance. Whether it's a partner, a guide, a mentor, or your spiritual family, this week clears the path for them to enter. Because now you're not distracted. Now your frequency is clear. Now you're calling in only what's aligned with your higher timeline. Inner peace, like you haven't felt in years, more than success, more than love, more than clarity. This is the real gift. Peace, not temporary, not surface level. Real peace, the kind that sits in your body like a soft light. The kind that silences fear, settles your breath, and makes you feel whole. When you avoid these traps, your nervous system relaxes. You're no longer fighting yourself. You're no longer in survival mode. You finally feel safe in your own soul. That peace is power. That peace becomes your protection. That peace becomes the foundation for everything that follows. The timelines shift. Here's what most people don't realize. When you pass a spiritual test, it doesn't just feel good. It rewrites your future. This is called a timeline shift. And it's exactly what's available to you right now. A life where your energy is no longer hijacked. A life where your intuition leads without resistance. A life where your dreams actually begin to manifest. Because now your energy and actions are finally in alignment. You stop repeating cycles. You stop attracting the same pain in different forms. You stop doubting your path. Because your path opens. And once it opens, you move faster, lighter, clearer than you have in years. But here's what you need to remember. This gate, this opportunity, it's not permanent. It's here until June 25th. After that, it fades, not forever, but it doesn't open like this again until 2030. That's not a scare tactic, it's a cycle. A true Virgo soul cycle is completing now. And if you don't pass this test, you carry the same patterns into the next 5 years. But if you say yes now, you fast-track everything. You collapse years of confusion into days of clarity. You turn lifetimes of delay into a single choice to act. You realign with the timeline your soul was always meant to walk. So Virgo, don't look back, don't overthink it, don't wait for another sign. This is your moment. This is what you were built for. And if you step through this portal, you don't just unlock your future, you unlock yourself. Virgo, You weren't cursed with overthinking. You were gifted with divine discernment. But now, it's time to choose your soul, not your fear. The life you've been dreaming of, it's not far, it's standing at the door, waiting. Between now and the 25th, step in, say yes, walk through, this is your time. Comment, I walk through the soul gate. Like if your spirit felt this, subscribe for more Virgo prophecies. Share this with another Virgo. Their timeline may depend on it too.